Hello Aquarius, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. Welcome to my channel, guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in. This is a love reading focusing on the first half of August, August 1st through the 15th. General reading as always, Aquarius. It will not resonate with every single person. Please do take from it whatever makes sense for your life and your situation and let the rest go. If you are interested in a personal private reading from me, all of that information is noted down below in the description box, as well as a list of all of the card decks that I typically use for my readings. Before I get started today, I wanted to mention, for those of you who did participate in the recent free reading giveaway that I conducted, we haven't had a chance to send out the announcements and winner announcements and results. And for those of you who have not won this time around, we are going to be sending everyone an email with a discount code that you could take advantage of in the upcoming weeks. So we're just a little bit inundated with everything right now, trying to sift through the submissions and read through everyone's submissions. So just bear with us and we'll get those out hopefully by the 16th of August. That is our target date to get everyone's emails out. All right, guys? So I do apologize for the delay in getting that out to you. All right, Aquarius, so let's go ahead and get started on your reading. This is the Whispers of Healing card deck, and I wanted to pull a focus message for you, Aquarius, to start off this reading for the first half of August. So angels and spirit guides for Aquarius. What needs to come through as a focus message for Aquarius at this time? All right, guys, let's take a look and see what's happening. Starting off with a focus message for you. Flow. Go with the flow, possibly. All right, so let's see how that plays out for this reading for you, Aquarius, for the first half of August. So what I wanted to start off doing for this reading is using the Twin Flame Shadows deck. This was created by Angela from Mystic Moon. If you're familiar with her channel, you'll know that she does create her own card decks, and if you're interested in purchasing them, they are available on her Etsy shop. So this particular card deck, as I had mentioned, it's called Twin Flame Shadows. It delves into the darker aspects of a situation, of a relationship. So whoever it is that you're thinking about for this reading, Aquarius, will tap into some shadows. Like, what is in the shadows? What are you not aware of at this time? What needs to come to the surface that is being concealed at this time in regard to a situation or relationship or person that you're thinking about for this reading? You do not have to identify with a twin flame connection. That's just the name of the card deck. But of course, some of you do, you know? So let's see what comes through here. So angels and spirit guides for Aquarius. What is in the shadows here? Fixated. Someone is either fixated on you, Aquarius, or this could be tapping into your very own energies, where you might be completely focused, laser focused on something or someone. This comes through with a codependent type energy, an obsessive, unhealthy, toxic type energy. So if that's something that you could relate to, or if this is somebody that is focused on you in a very toxic manner, then it's certainly tapping into that. Could be a divine feminine, but it doesn't have to be. What else, please, for Aquarius? What else is in the shadows of a situation, of a relationship? There's a disconnection between you and this person, Aquarius. Perhaps that's why they're coming through as fixated on you, because of the distance and separation between you and this individual. You're not connecting in the 3D. More than likely, if you are connecting spiritually or energetically or vibrationally with this person, it's in the 5D. You know, this again is coming through with a very weird type of vibe where somebody might be obsessed with you. especially if you guys were in a connection or a relationship, and if it ended badly, you know, they might be completely fixated on wanting to get you back, but coming through with a very healthy way of going about it. What else, please, for Aquarius? Unavailable. Perhaps this person knows, Aquarius, that you are unavailable, especially if you happen to be a divine masculine tuning in, or if you are resonating with the divine masculine energy. You know, that's what I tap into from this card. A divine masculine, more than likely, who is unavailable. And we've got a divine feminine who is completely obsessed with wanting to be with this divine masculine. But there is a disconnection that's keeping the two individuals here apart. What else is in the shadows, please, for Aquarius? Please bring it forward, angels and spirit guides. Someone's coming through with that guarded energy. Understandably so. Perhaps whether you resonate with the divine feminine or divine masculine, Aquarius, it doesn't really matter. But if you are dealing with somebody that you know is coming through with that stalkish type energy, perhaps you know that they're keeping a lookout on social media, kind of checking you out from a distance. Perhaps you know about this and you're being very guarded. You've built up walls around yourself because you're not quite sure that you even want to entertain a connection with this person. That could, of course, be reversed. And perhaps, Aquarius, there might be someone that you're fixated on that you know is unavailable to you. All right, so take it for however way that's making sense for your situation. But there is definitely a disconnection here between you and this person. What else is in the shadows for Aquarius, please? Dependent. To me, as I had mentioned with that fixated energy, it's codependent energy. Obsessive, stalkish type energy there. And then we do have the ruthless card at the bottom. Somebody who is coming through as cold-hearted, borderline cruel, you know, somebody who is taking on the mentality of, you know, you take no prisoners. It's a heart of stone. Somebody who is unforgiving, or somebody just who doesn't have any feelings towards this person who is coming forward with that fixated energy. A lack of compassion. Cruel energy is what's coming forward from that card. So whatever way you are interpreting that in your life, Aquarius, perhaps you're dealing with somebody who is being that way towards you, or again, that could be reversed, and that's how you're being towards this person, because they're either freaking you out, or you know, you're just not interested, and perhaps they just don't want to leave you alone. Perhaps they're just not getting the memo that you're not into them. You know, it could really go either way. All right, so let's add to this with some Mystic Moon oracles. This is another one of Angela's decks from Mystic Moon that I use quite often. So angels and spirit guides, what else do we need to know here for Aquarius? What else needs to come through here? But somebody's obsessed with somebody. Codependent, obsessive, stalkish, checking somebody out from a distance, more than likely on social media. A need to balance the scales here. Yeah, it's very unbalanced energy between you and this person. You know, this person has a lot of admiration for you, Aquarius, but it is coming forward as, again, obsessive admiration. Like they can't stop thinking about you. They can't get you out of their mind, but it's kind of that weird stalkish type energy that I'm feeling here. So if you are tapping into that with somebody that you're dealing with, And it's creeping you out a little bit, you know, very understandable that you're feeling guarded towards this individual, and there is that disconnection between you and this person. Yeah, we've got the pause card flying out right there. No action. Someone's unavailable here. There is no action that could be taken at this time. Time to let go. Release. Time to let go. But there's somebody here that can't seem to do that. You know, if you look at this photo, I mean, she just looks crazy. You know, like she's just staring off into the distance, completely fixated and obsessed about a particular thought, you know, towards someone or something. It's just not a healthy energy. What else, please? Yeah, there's somebody operating from this dark energy, that dark night of the soul energy. Somebody who was in the dark from a distance, more than likely keeping tabs on somebody. So, you know, it doesn't have to be divine feminine. You know, it doesn't have to be so gender specific, but if it's making sense for you, there's somebody that's keeping tabs on you, Aquarius, from a distance. And it's kind of creepy, stalkish, obsessive. If you were with this person in a relationship and you broke things off, perhaps they can't seem to accept that. We now have the abandon card. So if you did abandon the connection, you know, if you jumped ship and just ended up breaking things off with this person, it's coming through that they can't seem to accept your decision. They still want you. Still very much fixated on you. They can't seem to release your energies from their heart, from their life, nor do they want to. Okay, so let's add to this with some romance angels. What else, please, for Aquarius? For the first half of August. What else, please, needs to come through for Aquarius? Angels and spirit guides, please bring it forward for me. What else do we need to know in love and romance for Aquarius? Let's see what I can bring forward. Getting to know each other. Okay. Some of you might have moved on to a new love connection. It's still coming forward as a fairly new connection, and you're still getting to know this person. And this could potentially be somebody that may potentially be a soulmate for you, Aquarius. Given time, your bond with this person will deepen. What I'm tapping into from that card is that there's a pretty intense attraction between you and this person. So this is a separate scenario coming forward aside from this person who's coming through as obsessive. Let's see what else. What else needs to come through for Aquarius? Please, angels, bring it forward. This could be the one. Wow. So some of you may very well be in a connection where you feel you have found your person. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. Now, going back to that person who may be a little bit too fixated on you, Aquarius, perhaps this is how they're feeling about you, that you're their person. They can't imagine their life with anybody else. But seeing as the scales are unbalanced here and that there's somebody who's unavailable and somebody who's released their energies from this connection, you know, I'm picking up here that somebody is unable to accept that decision, still very much in this dark space because they can't accept it. Feeling like they lost the one that they want. Very codependent. It's an addiction, but an addiction to a person rather than a substance. That's what I'm feeling here. Obsessive behavior, fixation towards a particular person. What else, please, for Aquarius? Unrequited love. See that? Somebody had a change of heart here. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, and this person can't seem to understand that. They're still very much obsessed with wanting to reconcile. So if you are in separation from somebody, Aquarius, that you had a relationship with and you know that it has run its course, you're no longer interested, you've moved on to somebody else, there is somebody here that's coming through that they don't seem to understand that. Or refusing to understand that. Refusing to accept the fact that it's over. Let me grab one more. What else needs to come through for Aquarius, for the collective, please? What else, please? Angels and spirit guides. Yeah, you are in separation from somebody that you have had a change of heart from. Passion also coming through here, so perhaps you have moved on to another connection, Aquarius, where you are finally feeling that type of passion that you've been looking for in a love connection. So quite a few scenarios coming through here. You know, we've got somebody who's obsessed possibly with you, Aquarius. Of course, that could be reversed and you're fixated on somebody else. We do have people that are in separation here. Somebody who feels that you are the one, and or you feel that you have found the one for you, Aquarius. And then we do have that unrequited love card coming through where somebody has had a change of heart. And what I'm tapping into here is more than likely, Aquarius, it is you that has come to the realization that this is not the person that you want and that there is somebody else. There's somebody else that you want. And there's somebody coming through here that they are refusing to accept the fact that this relationship is over, that you guys are in separation, and that there is no chance of reconciliation here. You're not interested. That's what I'm feeling here, Aquarius. That you have technically abandoned the relationship and you have moved on. You have released this connection from your life. You're no longer available for this person, but they still want you. That's what's coming through here. There's a disconnection between you and this individual. Separation is certainly indicated here. Your passions lie with somebody else here. There is somebody else, and this person most likely knows about it, but they're still very fixated on wanting to come back into your life. That's what I'm tapping into here. Let's pull some twin flame messages and let's see what comes through here. It's either this person who's fixated, or for you, Aquarius, if there's something that you need to say to whoever you want to say it to. Perhaps there are words that you want to express to the person that you feel is the one for you, but you haven't had a chance to do that. So let's see what words, thoughts, feelings, and emotions come through here. What messages need to come through? You don't have to resonate with each and every card that comes through here, guys, so take it for whatever makes sense for you. You feel like home to me. Perhaps that's why they can't seem to let you go. You feel like home to me. They feel like you guys belong together. If you guys had shared a home together, if you lived together, perhaps you have moved out. Perhaps they feel that you abandoned them. They can't seem to accept it. Look at this bottom card. No other compares to you. That's typically a very positive card to come through, but in this case, I'm feeling that whoever seems to be obsessed with you, Aquarius, they're not interested in moving on towards any other relationships. They just want you. Or perhaps they've tried and have come to the realization that you're the one. You are the one that they want. What else? Let's grab one more here. What else, please, for Aquarius? What else needs to come through by way of these messages for the first half of August? Who else needs to speak up? I've never forgotten you, even though you think I have. Would you reject me? All of these messages I'm feeling pretty much stemming from whoever is coming through with that unhealthy, toxic, fixated energy. They still want you, Aquarius. What I'm feeling here is that you don't want this person. There's somebody else that you want. Somebody else that you feel you have a stronger, more passionate connection with. Somebody that you feel is the one for you. You know, I get that this is so specific, but what I'm feeling here, guys, is that whether you're aware of this or not, and some of you might not be aware of this because this first batch of cards is in the shadows. When something's in the shadow, you know, it hasn't surfaced and you're not aware of it. But it is coming through here. So if you're not aware of it as of yet, Aquarius, that might surface the first half of August. We'll see. Let's add to this, guys, with some signs from Spirit Love Oracle. What else needs to come through for Aquarius, please? Angels and spirit guides for Aquarius. Please bring it forward for Aquarius for the first half of August. What else needs to come through? Beautiful. Triple eights. This particular card reads, new opportunities and abundance are coming your way soon. That's fantastic. Let's grab one more. Songs, information. When this card comes through, this taps into particular songs that might be very significant to you, Aquarius, or in a relationship, it's songs that you identify with a particular person. It could also be, once again, tapping into this person's energies, whoever is obsessed, coming through with that obsessed energy, that stalkish, fixated energy. Perhaps they hear songs and remember the connection that they had with you, making it very difficult for them to release your energies. Look at this bottom card. We now have triple fours, 444. So if you happen to be seeing these numbers, happens to cross your path, those are definite signs trying to grab your attention, Aquarius. And in this instance, they're actually both really nice cards. Number 444, your hard work and determination is creating blessed foundations for the future. That's fantastic. So you have particular goals in mind that you are trying to work towards, and you will be rewarded for your efforts. That's what's coming through here. Very nice. All right, let's add to this with some Lover's Oracle. Let me set these guys aside. What else do we need to know, please, for Aquarius for the first half of August, please? Angels and spirit guides, please bring it forward. I'm going to grab, this bottom card here. This very first card that flew out is, emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. Isn't that crazy how that's coming through, considering we do have somebody who's fixated on you, Aquarius? You know, they are letting their emotions get in the way of what it is that they need to do, which is to release and let go of the connection, especially if it has run its course and you've moved on. It absolutely is distorting their perception of what is going on here, the reality of things. You know, yeah, they need to let go vibrationally of what's happening between the two of you, because technically there is this disconnection. there is a separation, and I'm feeling you have moved on, but they're not getting the memo, you know. They're just not getting it. So for those of you who are resonating with this, you're dealing with somebody with that type of energy. And look at here. We've got sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. For those of you who have already moved on to another connection where you find that you feel a lot of passion for this individual, it's tapping into that. You know, you are happy elsewhere with somebody else. Perhaps this person is aware of that. You know, somebody that you feel is the one for you. We also have transformation coming through here. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Absolutely. Where was that other card? This getting to know each other card. That's what it's tapping into here. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. You may very well have found your soulmate here, Aquarius. Completely separate from that scenario. Okay? All right, guys. So let's add to this with some healing messages. Let me move these guys up so I have a little bit more room here. All right, so let's add to this with some healing messages for you, Aquarius, and let's see what else needs to come through. Please bring forward healing messages for Aquarius, please, angels and spirit guides. Healing messages for you, Aquarius. Look it. Do you see that? Your soulmate. I have a feeling that you are in connection with somebody that you have a very deep connection with, Aquarius. Somebody that you feel very passionate about. Somebody that you feel is the one for you. Somebody that you have a deep sexual connection with. Very passionate energy that's coming forward from this card for you. So I do feel, Aquarius, that you are in a soulmate relationship. Perhaps you already know this. And if you are dealing with somebody who is completely obsessed and fixated on you, perhaps they're tapping into that and they can't get it out of their head that they still want to be with you. But you have clearly moved on. You have released that toxic connection and you have moved on to somebody that's better suited for you. All right, so let's add to this, guys, with some guardian angel messages. Angels and spirit guides for Aquarius, please. Let me grab this bottom card. So we have peace. Calm your thoughts and move your awareness to a peaceful space inside your heart. Feel the ebb and flow of love, the eternal movement of the stars. Your life is forever unfolding to greater spheres of love. Relax and do not worry about anything, for all is well. You will soon enter a time of well-earned peace and tranquility. That's fantastic, especially for those of you who are dealing with somebody that is interjecting their very toxic energies towards you. Vibrationally, you might be feeling that. So things are eventually going to be a lot more peaceful and calm. So that's a good thing. You also have a positive outcome, which is very nice, Aquarius. At this very moment, you are sowing the seeds of your future through your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and attitudes. Whether through love, fear, or indifference, you are always creating something. So remember to keep your thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes positive, and you will create a positive outcome. That's a wonderful card coming forward. All right, guys, so let's close out your reading with a final thought from the Wisdom of the Oracle Divination card deck. This is still a fairly new deck for me, so I will be referring to the book because it's got a lot of very insightful and wonderful messages to contribute to each card. So we'll do that. So angels and spirit guides for Aquarius, please. Final thought to close out this reading for the first half of August. Please bring it forward for Aquarius. Final thoughts, please, for Aquarius. There we are. The Fates, number 17. Okay, let's take a look and see what the Fates is all about. Okay, here we are. The Fates. It is pertaining to fate, karma, acceptance that there are things you cannot change, and knowing what those things are. In a relationship, other people are who they are. You can't change them. The challenge is to accept them as they are and not try to make them otherwise to suit you. This is a time to look at how you attempt to mold people to fit your view of how they should be so you can remain in the relationship and avoid discomfort. What if who they are and whatever is happening between you and them in this situation is perfect from the perspective of spirit? Now is the time to accept what you cannot change, even if it means that you honor yourself, spirit, and the other person by moving on. Love unconditionally for each of us is on our own journey, and we cannot direct that of another. Be aware that this relationship is indeed fated, and you are meant to evolve into a better version of yourself as a result of it. Wow, that is super interesting how that's coming through. So I have a feeling some of you guys really needed to hear that, especially again if you're dealing with somebody who is somebody that you are no longer a part of their life, but they can't seem to release your energies. You know, it was fated for you to meet this person and possibly be in a connection with this individual, but at the end of the day, we can't control each other. We all have our own free will, and you can only control your reaction to things, to relationships, to people, and what's around you. And this person has to do the same, you know. What I'm feeling here is that you have moved on and found happiness with a soulmate. That is a part of your destiny. That is a part of your fate, Aquarius. And I do feel, you know, life and love hasn't always been very easy for you, but things are finally on the right path. And if it doesn't feel that way as of yet, I do feel eventually things are going to head in that direction for you. That is a part of your destiny and your fate. All right, guys, so that's where I'm going to leave this reading. I hope that whatever part of this reading you were able to benefit from, that it did offer you guidance and that it helped you somehow. All right, guys, so if you're interested in a private reading from me, that information is down below this video. I'll be back very soon with more readings. So thank you so very much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.